October 15th, 2025. A lone Russian soldier was detected by Ukrainian reconnaissance drones. Realizing he was being tracked by the drone, the soldier immediately tried to take cover. He attempted to hide behind a wrecked armored vehicle. The Ukrainian FPV drone maneuvered quickly and attacked the Russian soldier. In the Lyman direction, Ukrainian fiber optic FPV drones from the Signum Battalion targeted Russian soldiers. The strikes hit a motorbike and a vehicle, referred to as a loaf. Here is a Russian military vehicle carrying ammunition to the front, unaware of the drone following it. The soldiers in the vehicle did not notice the attack until the last moment, and the vehicle exploded. The Russian soldier, who was spotted again while advancing in open terrain, became the target of a drone. At first, the soldier did not notice the drone, but when he saw it rapidly approaching, he immediately fired his weapon and tried to shoot it down. The Russian soldier luckily managed to escape the drone's first maneuver, but the FPV drone pilot was determined not to let the soldier get away. The drone maneuvered again for a second attack, this time hitting the Russian soldier directly. The soldier did not survive. An FPV drone infiltrated a Russian military hangar and successfully struck a military truck. Russian soldiers traveling in a UAZ vehicle became the target of a drone. Ukrainian FPV drones consistently tracked Russian soldiers across the front lines. Equipped with advanced optics, the drones followed their targets and executed strikes with efficiency. Russian troops, often moving alone in a tactical misstep, struggled to respond to the drone attacks. Their solitary movements in open terrain left them exposed, amplifying their vulnerability to the targeted strikes. This pattern highlighted a flaw in Russian battlefield tactics, as isolated soldiers faced challenges countering Ukraine's coordinated drone operations, altering the flow of engagements in the conflict. Russian soldiers continue to hide under trees in the forests, but these areas are not safe at all. The FPV drone targeted another Russian soldier. This time, the soldier was sleeping under a tree. The drone approached slowly and crashed directly into the Russian soldier. A Russian FPV drone struck a Ukrainian BMC Kirpi armored vehicle, forcing the crew to abandon it. Under intense MLRS fire, the soldiers moved to safety while fending off additional incoming drones. Fortunately, all soldiers survived unharmed. The incident highlighted the high-stakes chaos of combined drone and artillery assaults, where Ukrainian forces demonstrated remarkable resilience under pressure. As darkness fell, a Ukrainian FPV drone returning from reconnaissance spotted a Russian soldier on the road and immediately turned back. When the Russian soldier noticed the drone, he didn't know what to do and started running, but there was nowhere to hide. The Russian soldier became the drone's direct target, while the fuel-filled bottle in his hand caught attention. Two Russian soldiers conducted a reconnaissance patrol in the Kursk region, unaware of a Ukrainian drone silently tracking their movements. After shadowing them for some time, an FPV drone was deployed for a targeted strike. The soldiers noticed the incoming drone and scrambled to find cover, but their panic left them disoriented and exposed. Moments later, the drone struck its target, underscoring the relentless precision of Ukraine's aerial tactics in contested areas. In the Kherson region, Ukrainian FPV drone pilots targeted Russian military vehicles on the left bank. They conducted strikes in the villages of Veliki Kopani and Chelburda with precision. In the Kherson Oblast, Russian FPV drone pilots carried out an attack on UN World Food Programme trucks. Following the strike, they released video footage of the operation. Ukrainian MiG-29 aircraft deployed hammer bombs, striking a Russian UAV control point. The precision attack targeted the enemy's drone operations hub, disrupting their aerial reconnaissance capabilities. 2 Russian soldiers crossed the border fences belonging to Ukrainian defense positions and advanced across open terrain. The 3rd Assault Battalion immediately sent an FPV drone to attack. The first soldier spotted the drone and fired, but failed to hit it. A Ukrainian fiber optic drone managed to infiltrate a position occupied by Russian soldiers, but did not find any soldiers. However, it interestingly encountered a Russian FPV drone. The 2 drones shot each other down. Ukrainian forces affiliated with the Flying Skull Battalion targeted a Russian towed artillery piece and its crew. The attack demonstrated that operations in the region are continuing by precisely neutralizing the vehicle. 3 Russian soldiers advanced through the Donetsk region, unaware they had been detected by Ukrainian reconnaissance drones. Ukrainian forces, guided by the soldiers' coordinates, initiated a mortar attack. The first mortar strike hit 2 of the Russian soldiers. With the mortar shells designed to fragment, escaping the barrage proved nearly impossible. The surviving soldier scrambled toward an abandoned house for cover, but before reaching safety, he became the target of a second mortar strike. None of the 3 Russian soldiers survived the attack, highlighting the precision and intensity of Ukraine's coordinated response in the region. Ukrainian FPV drone pilots spotted smoke rising from a forest and swiftly moved to engage. Russian soldiers, unaware of the approaching threat while resting by a fire, became the target of the drone strike. Ukrainian forces detected and destroyed Russian military vehicles one by one in the Lyman region. Russian forces strangely left these vehicles completely unprotected in open areas, making them easy targets for drones. Ukrainian Border Guard's Phoenix UAS regiment targeted Russian tanks and armored vehicles during a failed mechanized assault in the Dobropilia direction. Footage revealed Ukrainian FPV drones executing precise strikes, hitting T-72 and T-80 tanks one by one. Despite heavy armor plating, the Russian vehicles succumbed to relentless drone attacks, leaving them neutralized. The operation exposed the vulnerability of even the most fortified Russian assets, showcasing the devastating effectiveness of Ukraine's drone warfare tactics. These images are of Russian soldiers. They are under attack by a Ukrainian drone. They managed to escape by sheer luck. By the way, we're looking forward to your comments and likes to support us. Russian forces in the Toretsk region also became targets of FPV drones on the front lines. Here is the soldier targeted by the drone while moving forward on an ATV. In a daring operation, Ukrainian forces from the 414th Unmanned Strike Aviation Regiment, known as the Birds of Magyar, infiltrated Russian positions using fiber optic FPV drones. These advanced systems, resistant to electronic jamming, allowed operators to navigate deep into enemy territory undetected. The drones located and neutralized Russian military vehicles parked in concealed spots, dismantled makeshift camps where troops rested, and even targeted satellite communication systems essential for coordination. In a coordinated assault, Ukrainian forces from the elite Apache drone assault unit targeted advancing Russian infantry positions. Operators launched FPV kamikaze drones, guiding them through contested terrain to intercept exposed enemy troops. As the infantry fell back, the unit shifted focus to fortified Russian underground positions. Bunkers dug deep into the earth for protection. Fiber optic guided kamikaze drones penetrated narrow entry points, delivering payloads that collapsed reinforced structures from within. Footage captured the sequence. Initial strikes scattering personnel, followed by methodical breaches that rendered the bunkers inoperable. Ukrainian forces from the Hydra unit of the 137th Marine Infantry Battalion pursued a group of Russian soldiers across challenging terrain. When the soldiers came under fire from FPV drones, they took shelter in an abandoned ruin, hoping the crumbling walls would provide cover. However, the drone operators maintained pressure by repeatedly launching attacks with high explosive payloads. The building sustained multiple direct hits and came under drone attack until the Russian soldiers had nowhere left to flee. Ukraine's drone warfare has exposed critical attacks, revealing weaknesses in Russian tactics. Stay tuned for further updates from the front lines and support us with your likes and comments on State 24 Media.